book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8 and verse 1.
That's what it means. Then this is what it means about a godly man scarce smiling. Godly man scarce means rarely. Very rare. Go ahead.
Who is as the wise man?
The scriptures is asking, who is as a wise man? Who is as the wise man? Go ahead.
And who knoweth the interpretation of things?
Who know how to break down this Bible? Go ahead.
A man's wisdom.
A man's what?
A man's wisdom.
So if you know the scriptures, you know the history, you know the judgments, you know the oppression and stuff that the chosen people had to go through. A man's wisdom, go ahead.
Make up his face to shine.
It makes his face to shine. You got a different aura about yourself. You can tell when a man got wisdom and he ain't dealing with folly. It makes his face to shine. Go ahead.
And the boldness.
And the what?
The boldness.
The what?
The boldness.
If you have, go ahead.
Of his face shall be changed.
Listen, if you got a bold face, you ain't always smiling like a damn yuppie cup. Especially a man. If you got wisdom, you're not always damn cheesing and showing your teeth. Go to 7 and 7. And this is why. Go to 7 and 7. You got wisdom, you are not always showing your damn teeth.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad.
Surely oppression do what?
Maketh the wise man mad.
In the verse over, we were just saying a man with wisdom. So surely oppression make what type of man mad?
A wise man mad.
So if you ain't mad at this oppression and mad at us being in slavery for 500 years, God say you a damn dummy. That's what the scriptures say. But pastor teach you that God loves everybody. But God just said, if you're not mad at this oppression, you a dummy. Ain't that something?
Go ahead. And a gift destroyeth the heart.
So that's why I said earlier, if the white man get the woman a gift, that's for her to destroy her man and her children. A gift destroys the heart. When you get victuals and a reward from the devil, they want you to dumb yourself down so you won't be an enemy to them. So you won't vanguard for your people. It'll soften you up from the fight. You don't want to fight because now the white man gave me some money. Something that ain't nothing to him. It's a tool of power. It's not even real. His money is not even real. It's a damn witchcraft game. And we be scrambling to fight for some damn dusty paper that got the people who put us in slavery on it. And we on TV like this, making it rain. We got damn phones, damn money phones to our ears, but all of this paper got the people's face on it that put you in slavery, and you shaking it in front of each other's face, showing it off. See, I got the slave master paper. I got the slave paper with the massive face on it too. You niggas can't get this paper with massive face on it too. Go ahead.
It's like, and they shaking the paper with the slave master's face.
Right.
In a country with the slave master's face carved in a mountain.
That's right. That's right. Stupid. Right.
Wait, this book of Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 18.
Right.
For in much wisdom is much grief.
For in much what?
In much wisdom is much grief.
And this ain't talking about lies. This talking about real wisdom coming out of this book. For much wisdom is much grief. Because you know what? If you got wisdom, you'll understand God's chosen people went through this. And they still under the mental slavery of this. They still under a lot of the physical effects of this. And guess what? The people who did this, they still living high off of this.
That's right.
Their kids still living high off of this. We still have a system set up that oppresses us and do the same garbage. And the children of the people who did this, they don't have to deal with none of this. See all of these police right here? They for niggas. They not for Mr. White Man. They here to protect Mr. White Man from the niggas. That's their job is. From the slave. Go ahead.
For in much wisdom is much grief.
For in much wisdom is much grief. So they say we teach hate because we tell everybody the truth to their face.
That's right.
They put us on the 7 poverty law center list for teaching the Bible. And your pastor, guess what? If your pastor go in this book, he won't read a damn thing out of this book, because that's what we doing now. That's particularly the reason why you say we teach hate, because we read the Bible. And this is supposed to be a Bible society. This is supposed to be a Christian society. But in the Christian society, when you really open the book and read it, you niggas is haters. You are a terrorist and on the hate group list. Go ahead.
For in much wisdom is much grief.
What's up, bro?
And he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
For in what?
He that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
That's right. So the more wisdom you get, the more depressed you get, the more stressed out you are. Right? Go ahead. Give me Listen. Go ahead. Give me Sirach 6 and 7. So us brothers. All right. Go ahead.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend.
If we do what?
If thou wouldest get a friend.
And that's the brothers and sisters that come around us. When you get a friend, go ahead.
Prove him first.
And this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to prove a friend. Go ahead.
And be not hasty to credit him.
There you go. Be not hasty to credit nobody. Whether it's your woman, whether you find a woman, you start dating, don't be hasty to credit nobody. You women, you find a man, don't be hasty to credit him. You find brothers and sisters in this walk, don't be hasty to credit them. I don't even credit my damn family. Go ahead.
For some man is as a friend for his own occasion.
That's what they there for most of the time. They there to get what they want to get up out of you. Go ahead.
And will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
Because that's what real brothers and sisters do. That's what real friends and family do. You go through the thick and thin together. That's what you do. That's what happens. Go ahead.
And there is a friend who being turned to enmity and strife.
That's right. And a lot of our friends, what they do, they be turned into our enemies. Go ahead.
Will discover thy reproach.
Right. So listen, they'll expose your secrets, the things that embarrass you. A lot of times, when you brothers, you don't even supposed to go out and sisters, you don't even supposed to go out and do that. You're supposed to keep each other's secrets to yourself. Go ahead.
Again, some friend is a companion at the table.
Some friend is a companion when everything going good. That means at the table when you can break some type of bread with them. Some friend is a companion at the table. Go ahead.
And will not continue in the day of thy affliction.
Because when you going through something, they ass out of here. You won't even be able to find them. Go ahead.
But in thy prosperity.
But in what?
In thy prosperity.
When everything going good, go ahead.
He will be as thyself.
And guess what? He gonna be like, man, listen, if anybody mess with you, nigga, you call me. I'm here. I'm here. Right? Anybody mess with my man, they finish. In your prosperity, what?
He will be as thyself.
That's right. Go ahead.
And will be bold over thy servants.
He'll try to rule over the people that's around you. He'll be doing too much. You got people that'll come around, you got money, they doing too much. Who is this nigga? Man, this dude I've been knowing all my life. Nigga, you been around 3 months. What you mean, who this nigga? This dude grew up with my father or my mother. They'll be bold over your servants. Go ahead.
If thou be brought low.
If you be brought low, go ahead.
He will be against thee.
He will do what?
Be against thee.
If something going on, he's going to be against you because he never was for you. Go ahead.
And will hide himself
he will do
from
what?
thy face.
He's going to hide his true self from you while you going through something. Go ahead.
Separate thyself from thine enemies.
What the Most High said?
Separate thyself from thine enemies.
Listen, it's talking talking about your friends. It's talking about the people that you might think is your friends. Separate yourself from your enemies. Go ahead.
And take heed of thy friends.
There you go. There you go. When we first started off, it said if you will get a friend, prove him first and don't be hasty to credit him. Separate yourself from your enemies and take heed of your friends. We can't even trust most of our family members nowadays. Go ahead.
Come. A faithful friend.
A what?
A faithful friend is a strong defense.
A faithful friend is a strong defense. Right? Because guess what? Like I said all the time, if us as a nation would police and stick together as brothers and sisters, George Floyd, you wouldn't have watched George Floyd get a knee in his neck for 8 hours. 8 minutes, I mean. Because we supposed to police ourselves. And guess what? We supposed to die if anybody come in our community and try to afflict or put their hands on one of us. That man was lynched in his community on camera with his brothers and sisters standing there watching it. Because you know what they scared of? They scared of the gun. They scared of the gun instead of watching their brother being lynched. That was a public goddamn lynching.
Bring it out.
And that's why nobody respects us, because we can't police our own self. Go ahead.
A faithful friend is a strong defense.
Because guess what? Ain't nobody going to come up here and put their knee in my brother's neck right here. We all going to die out this jump.
Best believe it.
You think you're going to put your knee in my brother's neck and just stand there smug? Nigga, you dying. I don't care what you got on your waist or what you got on your body. I don't care what type of badge you got on. I don't give a hell. You're not going to lynch my brother right in front of my face. You better kill all of us out here. Go ahead.
A faithful friend.
And this ain't to the police. This is a lesson to our brothers. It's just a coincidence that the police here. This is a lesson to our rebellious brothers in our nation. This is what it's a message to. Because for real, if that type of thing happened, they would be the ones that watch us get lynched. So I'm not getting on the police. I'm getting on our brothers that we speaking to right now. We get on the police. We get on the other nations all the time. We getting on our own people right now. So don't get it twisted. Go ahead.
And he that hath found such a one hath found a treasure.
That's right. Whoever found a faithful friend, you found the treasure. They can't be valued. If you got a faithful friend, they cannot be valued. You can't put a number on that friend. That friend will never say you out for no amounts of money or nothing. Go ahead.
Nothing doth countervail a faithful friend.
Nothing compares to a faithful friend, man. Nothing compares to a faithful friend. Go ahead.
And his excellency.
His what?
His excellency.
His what?
His excellency is invaluable.
There you go. You can't pay for a friend like that. You can get $20 billion. You can never pay for a faithful friend. Nothing compares to a faithful friend, and his excellency is invaluable. It called his faithfulness excellent. Just because he's a faithful friend, he's excellent. And you can't pay for a friend like that. Go ahead.
A faithful friend is the medicine of life.
There you go. Because that faithful friend gonna make sure you straight. That faithful friend ain't gonna let you get hurt. Well, guess what? We all getting hurt. So the faithful friend is a medicine of life. Go ahead.
And they that fear the Lord shall find him.
And that's the key to that. You gotta fear the Most High to find a faithful friend. You gotta fear the Most High to find a faithful man or woman. You gotta fear the Most High to have any faithful family members. Because it's a certain way that you gotta carry it. It's a certain way you gotta carry it, and it's a certain standard that you gotta require from your man, whatever man you meet for the sisters. It's a certain requirement you gotta have for the woman you meet, brothers. It's a certain requirement for your family members that they need to deal with you. And if they don't deal with you like that, step on. Don't deal with it. It's more people out here to deal with you way better than a family member deal with you. We get more of our loyalty from people that ain't family anyway. Go ahead.
Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright.
There you go. We just was getting into that. Brothers, you got brothers today so effeminate that they don't like to be corrected. Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright. If I see my man going off, I see my sister going off, I'm going to say something. Because I want better for them, man. If I'm a top flight joker, I want them to be top flight jokers. Your friend ain't gonna want you to be no servant to them, man. As a matter of fact, we all serve each other anyway.
That's right.
We all servants to each other anyway.
That's right.
My man need his shoes tied. I've been down tied shoes.
That's right.
And I don't give a hell what none of y'all got to say about it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
For as he is, so shall his neighbor be also.
For as the man, if he's straight, he want to make sure his man. Or if she's straight, she want to make sure her sister's straight. That's how that is. Right? What you got, Give me Leviticus 19. We got to stop playing with this brother and sisterhood thing. Because times is getting worse. Believe it or not, it's a race war coming. Don't nobody know when, but it's coming. And we all fighting to damn vote damn devils in the office. This stuff getting worse. We need to band up. We got 2 devils in office. Biden, he tried to run for president 3 times and had to drop out. Because of racism. Because of racism. 3 different times, man. Oh, now he like niggas now. You got Donald Trump, who for real, he the one got the Central Park 5 locked up. And he still haven't apologized about the Central Park 5. He still said, I think they did it. When it was proven that they didn't do it. But you know what? Everybody worried about these devils. Nothing changed in our predicament through none of these presidents. Fuck Trump. It's a lot, excuse me, everybody. Fuck everybody in the White House.
That's right.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't done nothing for us. None of it. It's been drugs, killing, stealing, hatred, all of that since the time we got off of them boats in this place. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
God, it's the book of Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17.
Right.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
And guess what? We don't supposed to hate our brother in our heart. Right? Listen, we warriors. We all go through stuff. That stuff is like water supposed to be poured off our back. You know what I mean? Everybody don't get along. But you know what we should have? We should have that common thing. Anything go down, all of us banding up. Whether we get along or not, we gonna be on the battlefield back to back with our swords like this.
Right.
Fighting the enemy. Whether it's spiritual or physical. Go ahead, because I don't care, listen, I don't care if it's my man, I don't care if it's a brother I don't know. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I would have never watched no damn devil knee our brother in his neck like that, man. I couldn't have stand to the side and watched that. I couldn't have walked off on it. It would have been 2 dead niggas out there that day. And they would have had to explain that to my children. Knowing how much I wanted to get home to my children, I would have never let them lynch my brother like that. Good out.
Come. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
We're supposed to always correct each other. This is what we were talking about. We're supposed to always correct each other and don't have no cut out about it. We don't even supposed to get in our feelings about it. I don't want brothers around me that can't check me. I'm a damn man. I ain't no damn sister. Hold up, nigga, what you doing? What the hell wrong with you, nigga? You tripping right now. Oh, my bad, my bad. Like the brother checked me one day, we just talking about this yesterday. Brother checked me one day. I'm all in my zone. No. 5 minutes later, we over here, and I'm like, man, I apologize, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need to be. Like the scripture say, so as he is, so he's gonna make sure his friend is also. Right. You're gonna deal with your friend like what you want. You want that blessing from your friend. The same way you want to be treated, you're gonna deal with your friend that same way. Go ahead. Your brothers and sisters, I mean, not friends. Go ahead.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
So we're supposed to always correct each other. That's what rebuke means. Rebuke don't always mean cuss you out. It's just correction. We're supposed to correct each other. Go ahead.
And not suffer sin upon him.
And not allow you to do wicked stuff. Not allow you to do wickedness. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not avenge.
Thou shalt not do what?
Avenge.
You should not take revenge. Right? You should not take revenge. Go ahead.
Nor bear any grudge.
Nor bear any grudge. You don't supposed to hold grudges with your brothers and sisters. That's why the scriptures say, how good is it to be reproved so thou shalt escape willful sin. Go ahead. Thou shalt in any wise do what?
Shall avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thine people.
So we're supposed to avenge, take vengeance or revenge, or bear any grudge against the children of your people, your own nation, your own people. Hey, Kenny, call me, Kenny.
I ain't gonna wear it.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
There you go. As you are, so shall your neighbor be also. You should love your neighbor as yourself. You should love your neighbor as yourself, man. And I notice we still have that issue. We do not love each other like we love ourselves. We don't deal with our brothers with patience, mercy, and kindness like we would want for ourselves. You got
Book of Matthew. Book of Matthew, chapter 18 and verse 15.
right.
Moreover, thy brother. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee.
Now this is the law the Messiah set down. Hamashiach Yahushua. This is the law the Messiah set down. If your brother trespass against you,
Go and tell him his faults between thee and him alone.
and listen, sometimes we get this one twisted. Sometimes this don't get carried out right. Right? And a lot of times it don't get carried out right. Okay, cool. Go back to the drawing board and carry it out the right way. But I noticed that this is being thrown out the window. Right? And whether it's being thrown out the window, you still, if you haven't exercised this, you still supposed to go back and take the steps because you're supposed to love your brothers and sisters as you love yourself. Especially if we're not dealing with no blatant, hardcore wickedness that somebody trying to put on you. Go ahead.
If he shall hear thee.
If he shall do what?
Hear thee.
Uh-huh.
Thou hast gained a brother.
So listen, if a man offended you, what this scripture is telling you, this is the Messiah. He's saying, go to your brother and say something to him. Look, I did this and that, man. I'm kind of upset with you. Oh, damn, my bad, brother. My bad. Oh, but you know, nah, you did that because I did this because you did that. Oh, I didn't know you did that because of that. So you know, if he hear you, you gain the brother. That's what makes it even tighter, when you can work through things and work that stuff out and get an understanding. And it ain't no pride problems involved with that. Go ahead.
But if he will not hear
You got
thee,
stubborn brothers. And then sometimes it might not just go the right way because it's two brothers. It's y'all two with an issue. So if he will not hear you, go ahead.
then take thee one or two more.
So you go take witnesses. This is so they can witness what transpires during y'all discourse. Go ahead.
That in the mouth of two or three witnesses.
There you go. Go ahead.
Every word may be established.
So they can know what the real truth is going on. So those witnesses can say, nah, we seen that, we know what the issue is, you tripping. Or you won't concede this and you tripping. So you got witnesses, one or two witnesses. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 17. And if he shall neglect to hear them,
because you got people that stubborn sometimes. And sometimes stuff don't get done with the one or two witnesses. If he neglect to hear those witnesses, go ahead.
tell it unto the church.
Tell it unto who?
The church. But if he neglect to hear the church.
So listen, if he neglect to hear the witnesses, right? And then you take it to the congregation. You take it to the whole congregation. So then if you go in front of the congregation with your brother or sister and your issue, and if you take it to the church and you neglect to hear the what?
Neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as a heathen man.
Let him be as a heathen man, which is a Gentile. We call them dogs. Go ahead.
And a publican.
A publican is a tax collector for Rome. So when we was in Jerusalem back in the day, the Romans used to have people that's in our areas that was tax collectors. And we hated tax collectors like a lot of times we hate police and other stuff. But they'll come in working for the Roman government, pressed us out. And we always hated the heathens. Right? Give me Proverbs 27 and 5, 27 9. 25 9. Proverbs 25 9.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 25 and verse 9.
Right.
Debate thy cause.
Do what?
Debate thy cause.
Do what?
Debate thy cause.
So you supposed to debate your cause. If you got a cause, do what?
Debate thy cause with thy neighbor himself.
Debate your cause with your neighbor himself. Go to your neighbor and deal with him and what cause you have. Go ahead.
And discover not a secret to another.
That's right. Don't expose your secrets, man. Because y'all got something going on now, you want to go tattletale somebody's secrets. And then sometimes it might not be a secret, it might just be a damn lie. You might make something up of. Right? Go ahead.
Lest he that heareth put thee to shame.
That's right. Lest he that heareth put you to shame. So you deal with your neighbor. Go back and forth and reason that out with your brother or your sister. So if they expose your secrets, lest be somebody else's secret, they put you to shame. Give me Luke 17.
The book of Luke, chapter 17 and verse 3. Take heed to yourself.
Do what?
Take heed to yourself.
So take heed, you pay attention to what you're doing. Right? Examine yourself. Pay attention to what you're doing. Take heed. Just like the scriptures say, separate thyself from thy enemies and take heed of your friends. That means pay attention to yourself, man. Pay attention to your actions and what you're doing. Go ahead.
If thy brother trespass against thee, rebuke him.
Do what?
Rebuke him.
Nah, I'm going to get mad and just rant and then blow.
Rebuke him.
Nah, the hell with them niggas. Them niggas make me mad. Wop, 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 I'm gone.
Rebuke him.
Go ahead.
And if he repent, forgive him.
There you go. So how the hell can you get? So how the hell can you get a person to repent if you don't rebuke them?
Right question.
Go ahead, bro.
How do you rebuke them? How do you rebuke somebody? Because you know a brother don't want to hear you. But I have brothers that want to hear you hook them up like, brother, do this thing like a man your business is going to leave. So what's the best way to rebuke them?
Give me Titus. Watch this.
Because everybody do wrong.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right. But you know what you do. Give me Proverbs 27:5 and 2.
I love this word, man.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 27 and verse 5.
Stop that damage everybody doing. I ain't taking no side.
Open rebuke is better than secret love.
Do what?
Open rebuke is better than secret
So
love.
open rebuke just mean like we were just going through. go to your brother or sister and you holler at them, right? Open rebuke is better than secret love. So if somebody, you don't go rebuke your or correct your brother, it's like you probably worried about them not liking what you said or them acting a certain way and not messing with you no more. Secret love means fake love. So if you can't go rebuke your brother or sister, y'all don't really have no love with each other. Right? And they don't listen to you, y'all really ain't got no love amongst each other. Right? Give me go ahead.
Verse 6. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kiss of an enemy are deceitful.
There you go. So listen, faithful are the wounds of a friend. So what that means is your friend, y'all gonna always go through something. Faithful are the wounds of a friend. You and your friend, y'all gonna always go through something, but what else?
But the kiss of an enemy.
But the kiss of an enemy. Your friend and you, y'all gonna always go through something. Y'all gonna always get mad at each other. Y'all gonna always inflict, offend each other. That's what the wounds are. But the kiss, an enemy gonna touch you sweet. They gonna come sneaking and touch you sweet. But the kiss of an enemy is what? Deceitful. You know, you always go through something with your friend. Your friend gonna always tell you what they gonna tell you. You know where they at. They not faking with you. But the kiss of an enemy, they faking. It's deceitful. They coming around deceiving you. Right? Give me 1 Timothy 5 and 20. Get me up there. All right. 5:20.
Book of 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 20.
We're going to go back to that again. Go ahead. Last week. Go ahead.
Them that sin.
Them that do what?
Them that sin. Rebuke before all.
Because you got wicked jokers out here. When you get past Matthew 18:15, when you got wicked jokers all out here, just all over the place, them that's wicked do what?
Rebuke before all. That others also may.
That's right. You rebuke them, man. Correct their ass. You get on them. So they'll fear. The others that don't understand what the judgments of the law is, they'll fear. The others, they don't want to hear that rebuke and judgment. What they going through, they'll fear hearing that. They'll fear going through them judgments. Right? Go ahead.
I charge thee before Yahweh.
He charged us. The ones who out here putting this word out, we charge to rebuke our people, correct them. That's what we charge them. Go ahead.
And Hamashiach Yahushua. And the elect angels.
That's right. We charged by the holy host of heaven. That's the host of heaven. Give me Deuteronomy 17 and 2.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 17 and verse 2. If there be found among you within any of thy gates, which the Lord thy God giveth thee, man or woman, that have brought wickedness in the sight of the Lord thy God.
Which have done what?
Brought wickedness in the sight of the Lord thy God.
Because it could be the leaders, it could be any of the elders, it could be some of the brothers or sisters, it could be anybody. We're not just saying it could be one of us. So we saying if we get correct, you know, if you got an issue, correct us or we correct you. This is what we supposed to do as a nation. Go ahead.
Transgressing his covenant.
Doing what?
Transgressing his covenant. And have gone and served other gods.
See that? A lot of times our people still on that Christianity. They still on that carnal way of life that they used to live in. They turn away and they go serve other gods. A lot of times they're, like we brought out last week, the scriptures. They serve their belly. That's another god. They their own god. Their feelings is their god. Their emotions. Go ahead.
In transgressing his covenant. And have gone and served other gods.
And did what?
Gone and served other gods.
Transgressing his covenant and gone and served other gods. Because when you deal with your brothers like that, you guess what? Guess who your God? Mr. White Man. Because he the one who wants you to hate your brothers. He the ones that don't want y'all to band together and rise back up. Because this kingdom will be finished once y'all rise back up. So that's who your God is. You living off of his blueprint. Go ahead.
and worship them, either the sun or moon or any other host of heaven, which I have not commanded. And it be told thee, and thou hast heard it, and inquired diligently, and behold, it is true. And the thing certain, that such abomination is wrought in Israel.
And see, listen, we talking about proving somebody's wickedness. That's what this saying. You got to go through the steps to prove somebody's wickedness. Instead of saying, oh, I'm out. No, it's steps to this. You love your brothers and sisters. You love the Most High. You're not just going to bail out like some damn effeminate little girl. Go ahead.
That such abomination is wrought in Israel.
That such what?
Abomination is wrought in Israel.
Because we can't work with each other. That's one of the abominations. We can't work with each other, man. We don't have that real love and respect for each other, man. We don't have that real love and respect for the order that the Most High set up. You know what I seen? I seen a meme today. I seen a meme said all of the order the Most High set up. Everybody got their own opinion, so I guess y'all know better than God. Right? Now this is why the earth's so torn up. Because he created the earth. He said, this is my blueprint for y'all to enjoy y'all paradise and for this thing to go in order. But you know what? Nah, we know better. We know better. We know better than the creator. Right? Go ahead.
Come. And that thing be certain, if that such abomination is wrought in Israel, then shalt thou bring forth that man or that woman which was committed, which had committed that wicked thing.
And see, listen, this is how our people used to go. This is why the Messiah came, to give us a grace period. Go ahead.
Unto thy gate, even that man or that woman, and shall stone them with stones.
What the Most High say we supposed to do?
Stone them with stones.
See, it was hardcore back then. You came around not dealing with the blueprint you got dealt with. That was the judgment for that. Right? Go ahead.
Till they die.
Till they what?
Till they die. At the mouth of 2 witnesses or 3 witnesses shall he that is worthy of death be put to death.
There you go. There you go. All it had to be is 2 or 3 witnesses to testify to your wickedness. You was dead. You was dead, Jack. Give me Isaiah 1:18. And we got to stop playing with this walk, man.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 18. Come now.
What's up, brother?
And let us reason together.
Do what?
Come now.